they do not have a vision of what they want. But in this video, I'm going to talk to you about what to do before you actually start dating. All right, so the first thing is you got to get to know yourself. Understand yourself, know what you like, know what you dislike. What do you envision for your relationship? What do you envision for your dating? Like, actually see it, know what you want. Knowing yourself is a big deal, because the more you know yourself and the more aware that you are of yourself, the easier it is for you to get to know her. Know the type of woman that you want. Vision the type of woman that you actually want to be with. What do you want the relationship to be? Do you want it to be a long-term relationship? Do you want it to be a short-term relationship? Are you dating just to date? Are you dating just for sex? Are you dating for a companionship? Know what you want, because the more you know what you want, it allows you to attract the right type of woman. If you don't know the type of woman that you want, any type of woman will come your way because you don't know what you want. You're just gone with the wind. You don't know what you want. So life is just going to give you whatever. So you have to know the type of woman you want. When you actually get to know her and you're more aware of her and who she is and what she's all about, if you decide to make this a long-term relationship, it's going to work out that much better because you actually know her, you actually understand her, and you are more aware of the whole situation when it comes to a relationship. Once you know about the woman and you know about yourself, you know what you want, it makes it so much easier for the relationship to develop into something that you actually want, versus you don't know her, you don't know yourself, so it cannot develop because there's no knowledge, there's no awareness of you or her. The other thing is you got to set a standard. Have a standard of the type of woman that you want. What are your boundaries? I ask you that because if you have no standards, you have no boundaries, you might meet that woman that looks very attractive, you're interested in her, but she goes completely against your standards and she overcrosses her boundaries with you. Now, where you might mess up is just because she looks a certain way, you'll put your standard or your boundary to the side just because you want to be with her. And you mess up when you do that, and you'll always keep attracting the wrong type of woman. So that's very important. I hear this all the time. The guys complain about the dating scene is this, the dating market is that. But I ask, what do you want when it comes to a woman when you're dating? And they have no idea. And when you have no idea, of course, you're going to attract random women, or you're going to attract women that have very low standards. You're going to attract women that gives you problems, and you're not going to attract what you actually want. So know what you actually want and go after it. And I will say this, when it comes to dating, it's not really that hard. What society has done, and one thing I noticed is it makes it seem like dating is very difficult. I don't care if it was in the 1900s. I don't care if it's in the 2000s or now. Dating is dating. If you're a man and you're watching this video and you know what you actually want, it doesn't matter. You see somebody you're interested in, it doesn't matter. You see a woman that you're interested in, you go up, you talk to her, you introduce yourself, you exchange numbers. If she's interested in you, you guys go further. If she's not interested in you, then you go find another woman instead of being upset that she didn't give you the time of day. It's very simple. And if it's women out there that are just disrespectful and you don't like the dating scene, or it's not what you thought it was going to be, hey, don't complain about it. Keep doing it. In sales, if one person says no, that doesn't mean you just stop. You continue to meet more people until the one says yes. And it's just like women. You meet a woman, she says no, she's not interested in you. Okay, then go find another woman that is actually interested. And one last thing I want to leave you with is this, and this is very important. So listen closely, listen very closely. Stop trying to impress women. Stop trying to be flashy or showy or trying to kiss their ass. You got to stop doing that, man, because whenever you do that, it puts you in the category of every other guy. So if she sees that you're asking her certain questions, or you're talking about this and that, or whatever is going on nowadays when it comes to dating, if that's in your vocabulary, or if that's in what you say or what you discuss or talk about, She's going to put you in a category of every other guy out there, and you're not going to really be intriguing to her. She's not going to be interested in you, and she's going to put you in the friend zone, and you're going to wonder, why is she acting like that? Why do all these women act like that? It's not that all the women act like that. It's that you act like all the other men. So when they put you in that category, you think to yourself, oh, why did she do this? It's because you're making yourself seem like every other guy. So to make yourself stand out from every other guy out there, be yourself. Be yourself. Don't try to impress her. Don't try to use magical words, and don't try to persuade her. Don't try to lie to her. Just be yourself. Because the great thing about being yourself is that's very manly. It's very manly to be yourself and not care about what any woman thinks. What you see is what you get. If you like me and you want to get to know me, then great. Let's move forward. If you don't like me, you're not interested in me, oh well, there's many women out there. And you got to have that mentality, because if you try to be somebody you're not in the beginning of the relationship or when you're dating and she gets to know you, you're always going to have to keep that up. And I think it's better for you to be yourself, because it's not hard to be yourself from the beginning when you start dating to the relationship. And if you decide to move on long term and get married in a committed relationship, it's much better and easier to just be yourself. But if you try to be somebody that you're not, you always are going to have to walk on eggshells. You're always going to have to do magic tricks. You're always going to have to impress her and do this and that. And that's just too much unnecessary work just for a woman. Get to know her, be yourself, and make life simple when it comes to dating. Other than that, dating can be simple. Dating can be easy. It's just you complicated. Stop complicating it and do the things that I told you.